Behold, Galvatron.
Hey guys, and welcome back for today's Transformers unboxing video. If you've seen my previous one from in which I did Perceptor, you've seen how I broke the arm. I got into contact with the seller. They actually do have contact with ex-Transbots on a regular basis. He told me just take a picture of the part that broke and we'll get you a replacement part. So that's all gonna be settled. I guess if I can actually like replace the part on the right position. So yeah, that's a work in progress. For this video today we're gonna be doing Galvatron, or as he's known in the Fans Toys line, Sovereign 2.0. Now I'm looking forward to unboxing this one for a couple of reasons. First, as I need a Galvatron. I've been looking at some different models. DX9 has got one which looks great, I think. Ex-Transbot's got one, but I don't really like the looks on his face. And Fans Toys, the previous model already looked great. This one looks even better in my opinion. But yeah, basically the price of the Fans Toys ones is higher than all the other brands. So that kind of helped me back in actually pulling the trigger and buying one. When I saw the videos of this new 2.0 version, it being the end of the year, I thought, well, give myself a little present and try out a Fans Toys one and maybe be amazed by the quality of the robot, so I know actually why it's such a big difference in price. Apart from breaking the arm on the ex-Transbots one, which was not my first ex-Transbots, but along with Sea Spray, one of the ones with which I was very pleased, amazed by the quality and the way you could handle the robot. It just felt sturdy, really good, high quality, and I'm expecting the same to go for the Fans Toys one. But yeah, let's dig into the box and see what's all included. And just shift this to the side a little bit to make a little bit more room, because it is a big box. This is the top of the box. Its model name is FT-59. It was actually made last year, 2025, so it's a really recent robot. One side of the box, nothing that special. The bottom seems the same as the top, and the other side of the box and the back side of the box looks like this, with a pretty cool display of the robot mode. And there is, I think there is some kind of blast effect that comes along with him with his henchman. Now I gotta say, Clonus, which looks very much like this one, but it's not Fans Toys, so I think it's an I think it's a KO of the Fans Toys one. MHZ is the manufacturer of that one, I think. And some other gun positions of the gun mode and all the positions of the robot mode. So yeah, let's open it up, see what's up. Same with ex-Transbots, this one comes in a styrofoam packaging, and we have the booklet as well. Everything in the box is taken out, I think. Yeah. You got a little card, same as with ex-Transbots as well. It's hard plastic, no cardboard or anything. With very, very small print. I'm not even gonna try and attempt to read this. That's really small. And the booklet. Now what I saw is that they actually provide the buyers with a QR code on the box which has video instructions, which is very nice. I did not notice that on the Perceptor one, but I have seen it before. Which robot had it again? Oh yeah, the Jicaro Hunger from TFC Toys had instructions as well, which was very useful in the end. So yeah, we got the transformation parts being in light blue and the rest of the robot being its regular usual colors. We're supposed to get all kinds of faces, a matrix, apparently a throne as well, okay, and some blast effects and 2 cannons, I guess. Not sure about that. The transformation, that looks like a whole lot of steps. And I'm probably gonna fail at this one, but we'll see how it goes. As long as I don't break it, don't chip it, it's all good, it's all fun. Now, the question is, did I give myself enough room here to box it? I'm just gonna shift this here and here. We get a couple of bags. Oh, I did not notice this blast effect in the booklet, but it was probably in there. But that looks pretty cool, I gotta say. So first off, you get this one, which looks like sort of a swiping effect of blasting. It's curved, dark, transparent purple. And we got one which goes straight on. Well, there's a slight curve in there. And then this part as well. So yeah, you actually have to use this one because this weird diamond shaped form goes in here. And then you have a round one here. And the same goes for this one, which looks pretty cool. Now you indeed get 2 cannons. You get a more of a see-through one and a solid one. Now there is supposed to be light in here, I think. Maybe it's in his arm, I don't know. Oh wait, we get the shoulder part here. I think it's a shoulder part, upper arm part. And I think we still need some faces. Oh. GALVATRON out first. We get a matrix here on a little chain. Which you can hold in his hand, I think, and around his neck. That is made out of metal, as far as I can tell. Pretty heavy for such a small thing. Then we have something else here which I don't know what it's for. Yeah, not sure what that's for. And all kinds of little faces. And he seems to have electronics in there, but it's possible in such a small. Oh no, it's probably just light piping parts. No, it's just orange. This is one of the faces. I'll be showing all of it. I think I have to open his head up for this, so I prefer to not do that much. So I guess I'll just be going through all the faces. First two of them are these two grimaces. These two, I really like this one. I like them all actually. So we get like 8 faces for this dude. So menacing looks. I said 8 faces, but it's actually 9 because he's got one applied as well. So there's a whole lot to choose from. That's very nice, very cool. And the one he comes applied with is this one, which is more like a neutral look. Still menacing though. He feels really heavy and sturdy as hell. Yeah, okay, so this just looks beautiful. It's amazing how cool this actually looks. Okay, so as for the little see-through gun, you can open it up by splitting these parts open. Normally it's like this, you split them open, they make room for you to take something out of it. There's this little module right here, tucked in here, which does have a button, and there's supposed to be a battery inside here, or you have to either put one in, or there is one in here which is being insulated by a piece of paper or whatever. But I can't seem to open it up right now. I don't see any screws, and I've tried pulling on here, but it doesn't seem to want to open up. So I'm actually kind of tempted to check out the manual for that. I'm supposed to push on this. No. To see if I can spot how to open this and see if there's a battery inside. Oh, I hear something there. Ah, there we go. Just stuck in there pretty tightly. There is some electronics in here, but I'm not seeing any type of battery. Don't think I need to be here actually. Maybe I can pull this out or something. I don't know. Oh, wait, there's something moving here as well. Let me just check the menu before I break something again. So apparently, from what it looks like, I took off the wrong part. Took off the bottom part, and I'm supposed to take the top part out when it's actually inside the gun still. So let me just put all that back in there. Well, I could actually just, oh, it still won't break the plastic. So you're supposed to be able to take this part off. There we go. Okay, yeah, so you need to install a battery here. Might have one lying around, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I managed to find a battery, but I think it's emptied because the light on here is extremely dim. So I don't think it will light up anything in the gun. Let's just take a look if that's the case. Yeah, this won't work. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find a new battery for this to actually work. And I think this one actually popped it on the wrong way. With it being see-through, I think it's only really cool if you use it when the battery is actually working. I think that with it being see-through and seeing the electronics inside, it's not as cool if the light is not turned on. So I'll be just applying this more solid one, which I don't think has any electronics in them. Although you can split it open. Oh, it actually does. Okay, so it has electronics in it as well. Well then, I guess I need two batteries. But yeah, with this one being solid, I think it's more of a good look as opposed to this one. So I'll be just applying this. Now let's see where I can actually squeeze this in, because it's supposed to go in here. Maybe this is only used for the gun. Yeah, okay, so this guy looks really cool. What can I say? I'm not sure about placing the cannon on his arm, because there are several versions, several ways of doing it. But in some ways it might get in the way of stretching out his arm. Like, if you see this, I cannot push it any more up than this because it gets in the way of these parts. Of course, you don't want to scratch the stuff, so I'm gonna have to sort out how all that works. Yeah, I'll figure it out before I go into pictures and videos at the end of this unboxing and transformation video. Speaking of which, we should probably get on with that, because that might take some time as well. He just looks very cool, so it's amazing. Now as for material used, it's all very good, very heavy, lots of metal, some plastic in there as well. I think the chest and the upper legs are metal. Lower legs seem to be plastic. Shoulders might be metal. And there is some kibble on the back, which seems like metal and plastic both. As for articulation, I'm just going to take off the cannon just in case. Now I noticed that there are some parts which are missing, which I would have really preferred there had been, and some parts which are there which I'm very happy with. So let's start off at the top. We got his head, which as far as I can see, it cannot look up, which is kind of sad actually. That should not have been a big problem to engineer that in there, I think. So he can turn around 360. It's a little bit loosey, so that's why there's a wobble, but it won't hold, so there's not really a wobble. And like I said, you can look down a little bit. Not that whole lot, but you can look down a little bit, but he cannot look up, and that's pretty sad. And yeah, there not being a wobble to side is kind of bad as well. So I don't know why they engineered it that way. That would have been preferred if they had put that in there. His arms. Full rotation on a soft ratchet. 360, stretching it out. And there seems to be butterfly there. It's locked a little bit. I'll probably find that out during the transformation. But there seems to be some movement in there. Bicep rotation, there is this weird, which is part of his tracks, or faux parts of his tracks in gun mode. But yeah, he's got a full bicep rotation, 360. Ratcheted as well, I think. Yeah. Now, his elbow joint seems to be single, which is kind of sad. Even though there is not a whole lot of room between his biceps and his lower arm, could have used another joint there. So I don't know why they didn't go for an extra joint there. That would have been a lot cooler. His hands though, I mean, his hands are pretty amazing. Like individual fingers, all 4 of them, and the thumb, which are all articulated into his thumb into 2 parts, his fingers into 2 parts, 3 parts. Yeah, 3 parts. So you can do a whole lot of shit with that. The fingers don't splay though, so that's kind of too bad, but I'm already very content with the options we have now. I mean, you don't see that as much as I would have liked, but this robot does have full articulation of his hands. Wait, no, it does. There's something here which I don't really understand. So now he can go further than 90 degrees. Yeah, I don't really understand how this mechanism works. But now he does go further than 90 degrees, so that's pretty nice. I mean, I just like the fact that all his fingers are individually positionable. That's very nice. So his arms and head are done onto his torso, which has 360 hard ratchet going on. Now I did move this out of the way because I think it will touch only slightly at these plastic parts right here. And that seems to be plastic by itself, so it might not chip, but I just didn't want to risk it because that does get in the way. His thigh flaps are stuck to his legs, I think, so they move inwards and outwards a little. I like that mechanism. On the back though, it does move out of the way, and he cannot get a full 90 kick to the back. So I think this is the max there is. So this is what you get, like 45 degrees to the back, little over 90 to the front. Extend it out. Also 90 degrees. You can do the little karate kick thing if there's a little bit more stability on his leg, his foot. There isn't. But yeah. Maybe balance it out a little bit more. But who cares about this anyways, right? So his knee is double jointed for a little bit. I mean, this is a joint which does not have a lot of angling, but this one goes for 90 degrees, so together you get a little bit more. I really like these knee parts, so they obscure the hinges. I like that. And his ankles have shift left and right, so inwards and outwards. No, yeah, a little toe dip, little toe pull, but it's negligible. It's hardly there, so not a whole lot of options on the feet. So yeah, articulation wise, I do think they could have put something more into it, but I just think this dude looks amazing. It looks really cool, so I'm actually fine with it. Yeah, it looks very amazing. Now, the only part that's left is me trying to transform it. Most likely gonna fail at that. Let's just hope I don't break anything this time around. Now, at a quick glance, I already saw that there were quite a lot of steps in the manual. I think I should probably, if I will not be able to transform it, man, this dude looks amazing. If I'm not able to transform it, I should probably just take the time to check out the video and see it step by step and actually see the moving parts, because that makes a difference. In manuals they use arrows and they just don't always show you in which way you exactly have to push the parts. So that still keeps you guessing sometimes, and videos make it clearer, I guess. So yeah, Galvatron, let's try and transform this guy. I'm gonna be shifting the camera angle around a little bit. I opened this up just now and doesn't seem to want to close all the way. Not sure what that is. There we go. Nope. Why is that? Oh, maybe that's why I got more clearance now, because this opened up a little bit. Nope. No. Yeah, okay, so I don't know why this is not moving back into the position it's actually supposed to be in. It keeps flipping open. I'm just not sure why that is. I'm not sure. I have to look into that. I think it's got something to do with this part right here, which is on the inside of his arm and seems to be a little bit out of place right now, but I'm not so sure about it. I could be totally wrong there, I don't know. Anyhow, it needs to open anyways for the transformation, so let's just get into that. No idea where to start really. I'm just gonna open these parts up. Alright guys, I'm surprised to where I got already. Like, I got the head tucked in. That's about how far I got. Collapsed the arms or expanded the arms as much as I could. Put the fist away. But it's still, as you can see, quite a big mess. And to be honest, I don't really feel like keeping on looking at what to do, what not to do. I still have the full legs to do. I didn't even start on there. We got this part that has to go somewhere sometime, and all these little panels which pop up. I mean, the engineering on this is insane. I mean, that's props to that team who managed to pull this one off. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, we get like part of the body here, part of the body on the front, which are probably gonna have to go together sometime somehow. I'd have to actually turn this around. But there's just so much more to do still, and I don't really feel like doing all that. I'm just gonna watch the video and then transform it piece by piece when I actually know what I'm doing, because there are so many dangling parts right now. I'm just a little bit scared of chipping as well. So I did find the tracks here, which are hidden in here. You can expand it, flip it around. Not sure how the positioning goes after that, but yeah, they are here. Might have to be like this actually. Something like that. Nope, not really. Should have to pull it out a little bit more still. I don't know, there's just so much going on with this robot. Oh wait, so probably like this then. But then there's the question of how to position it. It took me quite some time actually to find out how to take the sides out of the body. There's a little mechanism on the inside of his chest as well, which I had to push up to get some more leverage. Flipping the head in. It's pretty intricate, pretty nifty. Not sure how to turn this. I think I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm just gonna lay down Galvatron, totally blown apart, and get back to you guys on this. I do want to see its final form, and I think you guys might want to do that as well. I just have no idea how to go about that. This can pop out as well. Yeah, it is very interesting though. I mean, this is pretty amazing. Amazing stuff. That hand part is a little bit confusing as well. So not sure what's going on there. I might have actually bent it out of shape. And even still, there are finding out more moving parts along the way. Yeah, this is kind of weird. I think I might have actually bent it out of bent it too far. Anyhow, I'm just gonna lay down Galvatron and be back with this monster of a robot. Up until now, all very cool. The robot looks amazing. Very, very intricate transformation. Material feels good. Just curious how the final transformation mode is going to be, what it's going to look like. Very curious. Anyhow, be back later. Alright guys, welcome back. It's actually the day after right now. Yesterday I scanned the QR code and checked the website where the video is on. It's an Asian website. The video seems pretty clear, but I'm expecting the instructions, like the voice to go along with it, to be in an Asian language as well. Not that I would really need it, I guess, but I have not finished watching the video yet. What I did see is that they actually do start with the arms and taking out this panel right here, expanding it, and that's where I about quit, because I was thinking, well, since I've been doing so much already with the chest, having the head tucked in there, and well, this is obviously gonna have to go on top of that, I guess. I'm thinking, well, I could just try it one more time and maybe like spend 15 minutes in real time trying to get this done and see how far I can get. And if that doesn't work, then proceed with either the manual or the video, because I just want to do it myself. So yeah, there's that. Now, from what I recall with the Galvatron cannon mode, is that the arms are gonna have to be, are gonna remain on the side of the core body, and then with the tracks, which I found right here underneath them. So I'm not sure how that exactly is gonna work. These parts are on the side of the body as well, I think. So yeah, I still got a lot of stuff to do, and I didn't even touch the legs yet. So it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna be spending like 15 minutes or something on this and see how far I can get. Well guys, it's like 20 minutes later. I didn't really get anywhere. I was able to sort of open the legs, expand all kinds of stuff out of it. No idea where it needs to go. I've inverted the foot, pushed it out of the way a little bit, was able to take this out. What to do with it? I'm expecting this to have to go all over the thigh part of the foot or of the leg, but why and how, I have no idea. So time to get the manual, I guess. So yeah, I'm kind of curious what the actual order would be for the actual transformation. Well, first off, they start off with the arms. Now, of course, I've already got part of the chest expanded, so I'm not sure how this is gonna hold up exactly. I'm just gonna see if I can get anywhere with this, and if not, I will get the video again. Yeah, okay, so this is so messy. I have no idea what's going on. One of the things I do is I take this part Alright guys, so I sort of got the legs done, I think, for the most part. Only this part still needs to find its place somewhere. The manual says something about shifting the knee upwards right here, the bottom picture, but it doesn't seem to want to shift, so I'm not sure what that is supposed to do. And oh wait, I can only move it backwards, so it was probably supposed to be backwards in robot mode, so now I gotta shift it forward. And there's one thing that's kind of worrisome, which are these parts. I can't really show you that well, I think. Like these parts, which were his feet before in robot mode, have these two pins right here, and they have to stick into these two parts. But I think these parts have been assembled the wrong way or something, or maybe I'm just missing something, could be as well, because as you can see there's a little gap right here and on this side as well, and I think that is supposed to go over this little white piece right here, but as you can see it's on the other side, so I'm thinking that this little part should have been on here and vice versa, because I cannot get the little pegs to get in the holes because of this part being in the way, which would have probably been evaded if it had been on this side, but not entirely sure about that, but it seems kind of odd. Regardless, this is just for cleaning up. I don't think it will be in the way of the rest of the transformation, so I'm just gonna continue with it, but I do need a little break. This is intense. Well guys, this is actually 2 days after the break I took 2 days ago from transforming Galvatron or Sovereign 2.0. In the previous part I've managed to do the leg parts and what I guess is going to be the backside of the cannon, as much as I was able to do along with the manual. And there is this weird part which I'm not sure if it's actually assembled correctly. I'm gonna have to dig into that. Now, according to the manual, we're gonna be moving up a little bit to the torso part, and yeah, let's see if I can actually pull this off. Just moving some parts out of the way, I think that might be useful to do, and then let's get into it. All right. Well guys, holy shit, this must have been like my most complicated transformation ever. It's not even done yet. I mean, I got these parts here still here, which yeah, I think they got mixed up in assembly. I mean, you can clearly see the space here, which is probably gonna have to go over there, but there's that. The back part still needs to be cleaned up a little bit. I mean, it doesn't connect here. Probably there's something wrong with the leg, so I might look into that. Then there are these parts, which should have probably end up here somewhere. And these parts, I'm not sure about what I'm supposed to do with that. Apart from that, I think he's kind of done. I mean, looks pretty menacing, I gotta say. But yeah, I gotta clean it up a bit here and there. I'm not entirely sure if I'm actually gonna do that. I might look into it a little bit, but it's just such a complicated transformation that it's not just 2 steps or something to get access to the back part, which is, yeah, the second, maybe even first part that you got to do with the transformation. So that's going to be it's going to take a lot of time, and when I actually get to that, I would probably prefer to just transform him into robot mode again. So I guess I'm just going to leave it at this. What I will be doing is giving you guys some poses, many different faces we got here to apply to him, and the different gun, some effects. I still don't know what this is for, but I'll check it out in the menu as well. But holy shit, what a complicated transformation this was. Like this, maybe if I've done it like once, or if I've done it like twice, I know what to do, I know what to look for, but this was not fun at all. Like this was just torture, to be honest. Like it took me like 3 hours in real time to actually do it. Of course, I've been fiddling around with it without the manual for like 1 hour or something like that. But yeah, still, holy shit, it's intense. But I do gotta say that Fans Toys does make beautiful toys. I mean, looks amazing. He already looked amazing in robot mode. Is it worth 250 euros though? Not so sure about that. I guess you're gonna have to figure that out for yourself. It does look really amazing. I don't have any comparison concerning Galvatron, so yeah, I just gotta go by what I know now. Will I be buying another Fans Toys? I think I might in some cases, if I don't see a proper alternative for a specific robot, or if I like really like the version of Fans Toys. But well, this was an ordeal, really. Anyways, I hope you guys got something out of this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, it does look really amazing. I have to say. Just let me apply this other gun thing. Might look a little bit better. And this is what it looks like with the transparent barrel. That's what I was looking for. Barrel. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching. See you guys for the next transformation. Later. Hey guys, just a little update. Of course, I couldn't resist in trying to transform it into alt mode the way it's supposed to be done. I think I got it pretty much done. The only parts I'm not that sure about are these 2 hip flaps. I've tried all the possible ways I could find to tuck them into the weapon mode, but yeah, I'm not sure if this is the way it's supposed to be done. It's a very tight fit, and I really had to squeeze a lot, but at least the leg parts are compact now, and I'm fine with this. Actually, it looks really good. I'm not going to be displaying it in gun mode, cannon mode anyway, so I'll be transforming it in a minute, and then I'm done with this robot. It's very complicated, but it does look good. It does look really good, and as far as I can tell, I didn't have any paint chipping, no broken parts, so that's really good. Sometimes it looks like the paint is chipped a little, but that's just the glare of the shiny paint on it. Yeah, it looks really good. So yeah, Fans Toys did an amazing job with that. But it is very complicated, so be wary of that. If you ever plan on buying this and you do want to transform it, it's probably going to take a while. As for these two parts, which are in robot mode his feet, they were actually assembled the other way around. So this little part right here, now it's tucked in there very tightly. This part, the top part with the little see-through plastic material, and this side, they were swapped around. So now I unscrewed the screw here and the screw here, took them apart, swapped them around, and now they actually do tuck into the place where they're supposed to go, with the two pegs right there, with these two pegs going into these two holes right here, and with this little indent going over the white part right here. So yeah, they were actually assembled the other way around, which is weird because it does have a quality control sticker on it. So yeah, now it is also very tight. So it just fits in properly, just the way it's supposed to go. As you can see here, it actually goes right around the indent, or the indent goes right around the hinge right here. And the same is supposed to be the case on this side, like so. So yeah, there's that Galvatron in cannon mode. I'm going to be transforming it into robot mode and enjoy it the way it is. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Thanks for watching, and later.